So, I want to talk about some stuff that's going on in the news right now. There's just a whole lot of things going on, and to be honest with you, like when it comes down to it, not really much fucking any of it really like deserves its own video. So, and then I'm just gonna kind of probably ramble on at some point. Like I titled this a ramble, but you guys know I don't fucking ramble. I meander until I get lost, and then we're just fucked. So we're gonna meander and see how long that lasts, and then when we get lost, that we're just fucked. So, for those of you who want the hardcore news critique, that'll be first. I was looking through some comments, and one comment struck me as kind of funny, but it was a good comment. And I'd like to address it in case there was this misunderstanding between me and anybody else. In my last video, I talked about why Democrat plans generally seem to fail, right? And somebody said Democrats win. They win a lot. And I'm like, yeah, like, they thought I was talking about them winning. Like, no. It's different between winning and position. They win a lot. They win a lot of general, they win a lot of local elections. They win a lot of, sometimes they win national elections. You know what I mean? And yeah, they win elections, but their plans tend to fail. Like, that was the point. I wasn't saying that they don't win elections. No, they win. And then when they put in their plans, they fail. Like, that was the ultimate point. So the point that he was kind of making to me was kind of the same point that I was making, but there was a disconnect somewhere. I wanted to make sure to clarify that in case anybody else had the same disconnect. The Democrats do win elections, and that's what sucks, because generally their ideas fail. I want to talk a little bit about Tulsi Gabbard and Hillary Clinton. I will say this. Of all the lunatics in the nut house, I like Tulsi the most. I gotta be fair. I have to root for somebody. You know what I mean? This is like the Super Bowl. Like, you got your team, right? And if your team don't fucking make it, then you gotta go, well, root for whatever team's best. Whatever team I want to root for. I'm rooting for Donald Trump, right? But I'm a sports fan. Especially when that sport is politics. Whatever. I want to see Donald Trump go up against the best fucking candidate. Like, a lot of people, when it gets time around to, like World Series shit, and they're talking, who do you want? This is a question I got asked a lot when the Indians were going to the World Series and we didn't know who our opponent was yet. I would always get asked, who do you want them to play against? And I would always say the best fucking team. Whichever team that is. I don't give a shit. I'm not following other teams so much as to know which one's better than the other. I want the better fucking team to win. Because I want my team to be able to beat the best fucking team. And if they can't do it, fuck them. They need to wait another year. And we've been waiting. Because they just haven't been good enough to beat the team. Whatever. Fuck, man. Sometimes your team doesn't win. But my team is definitely Donald Trump. I'm definitely Team Trump. Because while I don't like the insanity, I don't like the insanity. While I don't like the insanity, I gotta say this. The man's doing what needs to be done for the fucking country. Crazy shit aside, like, that ain't entirely his fault. Honestly, I don't think that's his fault. And here's another point about Tulsi. I want to see Tulsi go up against him because I think it would be amazing to watch. I think we would actually get a policy, either we would get a policy-based, fucking thing, whatever campaign, whatever the fuck election, we would get a policy-based fucking butting of heads, or Donald Trump and fire first. Like, it would have to get to that point. I think she's smarter than that. I think she's smart enough to at least know better than to poke the bear unless you really want to deal with it. Like, a lot of these fucking idiots, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and especially Nancy fucking Pelosi, they like to poke the bear. And then whenever the bear goes, bitch, I got teeth, they go, that mean bear. Right? And it's so fucking weak. It's something your little sister does. And you just want to look at her and push her down when she does it. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of shit. And they do that all the time. Like Nancy Pelosi in her fucking meeting with Donald Trump. She essentially called him a fucking asset to Russia. To his fucking face. And got pissed off when he called her a third-rate politician. That dumb bitch poked the bear, knowing full fucking well that if she called him a fucking Russian asset to his face, not in so many words, but fuck you, right? Yeah, he's gonna go, well, fuck you, ass. Like, and then she gets up and points a fucking finger at him. How dare you fucking call me a third-rate politician, you Russian asset. And now they both have it as their fucking Twitter headers. Because it's a symbol of a win for both sides. Donald Trump can go, look how crazy this bitch is. And Nancy Pelosi can go, look how fucking crazy he makes me. And both sides go, yay! You ever seen a stadium where both teams are doing the fucking wave? This shit doesn't fucking happen. Because either one team is doing the wave because they're fucking winning, and the other team is sitting on their asses because they're fucking losing, or the other team is doing the wave because they're fucking winning. Both teams don't generally think they're winning. That's why I love the sport of politics. It's the only game where both sides can win and it not actually be a draw because Donald Trump's still president, bitch. Like, speaking of which, Adam Schiff. That fucking guy. So they want to censor Adam Schiff. The House minority would like to censor Adam Schiff. Now look, I've watched enough House fucking shenanigans to know how this vote's going to go. They're going to call the vote, right? Well, first of all, they're going to propose the vote. There's going to be about 15 objections from about 35 different people. Now, that's 15 objections each. That's not 15 spread out over 35. Get with the math, folks. This is Hyperionism. Ad Astra. All right. And then they're going to call to have the whole fucking thing thrown out, right? And then Adam Schiff is going to go, everybody who wants to throw this bullshit out, say aye. And everybody's going to go, aye. Well, I'm sorry. All the Democrats are going to go, aye. And then he's going to go, everybody opposed. And all the Republicans are going to go, fuck off. And then he's going to go, all right, motion to throw it away. The ayes have it. And somebody's going to, whoever it is, that's the little chairman, he's going to go, sir, I'd like to have a roll. And then they're going to go, motherfucker, call the roll. And then the poor clerk is for the 15th time that day, and we haven't even fucking gotten into what it is yet. For the 15th time that day, she's going to have to call the fucking roll. Mr. So-and-so. Okay, Mr. So-and-so is an aye. Mrs. So-and-so. Mrs. So-and-so is an aye. And that's going to take 20 fucking minutes. And then they're going to get through everything, and she's going to actually pretend like she's counting. Because I know she's down at the bottom, she's got the breakdown of these are how many Democrats, this is how many Republicans. And she just kind of goes, yeah, 64 to fucking winner. And she's just going to say, yeah, all the Democrats said fuck off, and all the Republicans said fuck you right back, and then they're going to throw it out. You want to know why? Because the Democrats have the majority. And then they're going to call for fucking... Somebody's going to call to just have the whole fucking day squashed. And then they're going to go, alright, let's go home early. And then they're going to gavel. And that's going to be it. And it's going to take 15 hours. And I ain't watching it. For those of you who think that you're going to get a video of me reviewing the Atom Shift sensor, I just gave it to you. That's what's going to happen. Fucking check me. I don't even know. Was it today? It might have even been today. It might have already happened. I don't know. But I bet you that's what happened. Because I've seen this shit enough. It's going to be so stupid. And I don't want to bother with it. And even if it does get to a thing where they actually like fucking talk about it, what are they going to do? The Republicans are going to go, Adam Schiff, your shenanigans with this whole fucking thing. What? Like, you're reading the thing, but it's not, it's like your fanfic of the fucking phone call. You gave your fanfic of the phone call first. Nobody likes a fanfic, especially a shitty one, and yours was particularly fucking poorly written. So, that's the first strike. Your second strike is, are we ever going to see one of these witnesses? Like, apparently, you guys have been interviewing witnesses about this whole bipartisan impeachment thing that you really, really want to have. So, when do we get to talk to some of these witnesses? So that's strike 2. And now strike 3 is, you said on live TV, I've never talked to the fucking whistleblower. We find out from the fucking whistleblower report that they talked to you, or whatever the fuck it was that they found out. You fucking lied. So there you go, strike 3, motherfucker. Now we want to censor you. And he's going to go, I'm in control. He's going to go, those are all very good points. And you're right. If I wasn't in control, boy, I'd be fucked. But I happen to be the chairman and the majority fucking leader here. So, whoop. And that's it. So they're going to fucking waste a day of taxpayers' money for that shit. Yay. And Hillary Clinton's calling everybody a Russian asset. Tulsi Gabbard's a Russian asset. And I was kind of like, well, Tulsi Gabbard's pretty cool. Yeah, I like her. You know, I'm a big fan of the Russian assets. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. All I've said repeatedly that all Russia has is, what was it, oil, snow, and bitches. So, like, I could really care less about Russia. Like, people are going on and on about how Russia's going to step in now that America's gone from Syria. Russia's stepping in to protect the Kurds. Yeah, good for them. Let their fucking boys die for them. Maybe they'll wind up being allies with 50 fucking groups over there that all want to kill each other too. And then maybe they'll have to figure out what the fuck they're going to do and how they're going to get out of their endless war now. And maybe we'll stockpile our fucking military reserves like China's doing. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, seriously, so what? Russia's going to... Awesome, Russia's going to get involved. You want to know what I find funny? Isn't Turkey a part of NATO? Is NATO cool with genocide? Like, is that what I'm to take from this? That NATO's cool with genocide? Syria, you know, the Kurds, they're not a part of NATO. And Turkey wants to kill all the Kurds. And they're just kind of killing all the Kurds right now. You know, Turkey's one of our boys, so I guess you done fucked up. Like, is that really what's going on? Like, I know it's the you fuck with one, you fuck with all thing for nations, but it's like you're just going to let them... Like, you're fine with that? You're fine with them just... They're going to slaughter all the Kurds, so you're cool with it. Huh. And, like, people are wondering why the fuck Donald Trump has a problem with NATO. I could think of one fucking reason. They're okay with genocide. Like, clearly, the fact that I'm not hearing anything in the news at all about what NATO's doing about fucking Turkey just killing all the Kurds. Like, all I'm hearing about is how Russia's stepping in and America's fucking up. And I'm hearing that Turkey's a NATO nation. And I'm going, well, what the fuck is NATO doing? Like, is there some sort of rule against NATO actually getting involved when one of their fucking pals decides to just start slaughtering people? What is going on? What the fuck is the point of NATO? I guess it's just a bunch of nations that are out to protect each other. Fuck all the rest of you. So what happens if the Kurds start fighting back? Well, NATO will probably fucking crush them with them. Right? Like, I don't know. This whole thing, as far as I am concerned, is beginning to make NATO look really fucking bad. But nobody's talking about it but me, so I guess, you know, I only got 5,000 subscribers. And another thing, some asshole pointed out, some asshole said that I need to cut my videos down to 5 minutes or essentially be satisfied, stay at 5,000 subscribers, essentially, I think was what it was, he said. Cut your videos down to 5 minutes or stay at 5,000 subscribers. And I'm like, some of these videos are complex shit. Like, clearly you're not my audience. Because we're like digging into shit here. Leave, child. Like, really? This shit with people's attention spans just fucking drives me nuts. How far am I into this? How many of you am I talking to? Oh shit, I'm 16 minutes in. This is at least half of you going already. But, fuck man, whatever. Ugh, I shouldn't have read comments today. I'm too tired for that shit. A lot of them were really good though. And a lot of them, look, alright, here's where we're getting lost. Alright. I have insomnia. I'm 40 years old. I started having insomnia as long ago as I can remember. This isn't something that's new. This isn't something that was induced by anything except birth. And I don't know if birth-induced insomnia is a fucking thing. But I got it, right? I've never been able to sleep very well. Even when I was a kid, I was never able to sleep very well. I've read all the books. I've tried all the stuff. I appreciate it. I do. I understand. Like, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm a person that I can say I appreciate the sentiment because I get that you see that I'm not really in my top shape, and you're like, you feel bad for me and all, and that's cool. And I appreciate that you're looking out for me. Keep that up. I will never tell somebody to stop looking out for me. That's awesome. If you like me that much that you want to look out for my health and well-being, I appreciate that. However, I've been dealing with this for a long time, man. If it was so simple as find a good indica strain, I'd be smoking it. Like, seriously, man. My problems are myriad. Think of every aspect of what you have to do to fall asleep, and then magnify that by 1,000, and then flip a coin, and that'll be whether or not you can get to sleep. That's kind of how it works. Not only do all the stars have to align, I have to be naked, ladies. I have to be naked because I cannot sleep clothed. I can't sleep in the bed with another person. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to start getting ready for bed. Now I'm filming. I can't wear clothes in bed and hope to fall asleep. I can't sleep in the bed with somebody else. Like, that's one of those things where it's just like exhaustion just winds up having to take me. So, yeah, like, there's just a whole lot of problems with a lot of fucking things. If I'm too hot, that sucks. But my body temperature, I don't know why, it just seems to burn pretty fucking hot. Like, I'm 98.6 on the inside, but my outside is usually like 105. And you put me under a blanket or two, it gets fucking warm really quick. Like, here's one thing for you ladies. While I can't sleep in the bed with you, I will say this. I've never had a girl say, I'm cold, sleeping underneath a blanket with me. That shit doesn't happen. I'm so hot, even the most reptilian of you, I will warm your very, very frigid cold hearts. Don't you worry about it. But Yeah, like I don't know, I don't understand it. So I get under too many blankets, or if it's like too warm and I'm under a blanket, I'm fucked, right? If I get too cold, can't sleep. Well, I have to have a fan, right? Because I have tinnitus. So I can't sleep in a quiet room because then I hear, I've had tinnitus for as long as I can remember too. I actually don't even know where the fuck I got that from, but who knows? So I have to sleep with a fan. I've been sleeping with a fan in my room since I was a fucking child. And usually I have to have the fan pointing on me. That's for temperature control. And I have to use blankets to adjust the temperature control. So it sucks. Too many blankets and I'm too hot. Too few blankets, I'm too cold. Gotta have a fan on. I can turn the fan away from me. That works sometimes, you know, except for that I'm gonna get too hot. And then I can't allow my mind to wander. Like, here's the other funny part. People say, think relaxing thoughts and all this kind of stuff. Do some meditation. Try self-hypnosis. Look, I cannot be hypnotized, so meditation don't work on me, right? I'm not susceptible to meditation, to hypnotizing, that kind of shit. No, it doesn't work on me, believe it or not. So, I can't hypnotize myself because I'm not susceptible as shit. Look it up. And that doesn't work. What do I do then? I have to tell myself little stories. I make up little stories for myself. I tell myself little bedtime stories, I guess. However you want to fucking look at it. But I have to have a focused something that keeps my brain engaged creatively, but on a focused path that isn't meandering and isn't about anything that's important to real life. Because if anything important to real life works its way in, then I wind up thinking about that for 20 fucking minutes, and now I'm wide awake. Right? So I have to get in bed and immediately start telling myself my story. I gotta pick up where I left off yesterday, and I gotta start telling myself my fucking story. And then at some point, I fall asleep. Now that I've explained how difficult it is just simply for me to get asleep, let's talk position. How do you sleep? You sleep on your back? I can't. I have shit for sinuses. Thanks, Dad. I blame my father for this because my sister also has shit for sinuses. My sinuses, they just create snot. That's what they do. And they create snot right up here. I don't know why. That's where they do it. I don't even know if that's actually physically possible. Somehow it is for me. That's where they make the snot. And then if I lay on my back, it drains down into my throat and it just lays there in my throat. You can't breathe through snot. Like, if I recall correctly, sleep apnea is like a nervous disorder thing. It's like a thing where you stop breathing. Like, you stop breathing. It's not like you can't breathe and you choke and wake up. You stop fucking breathing, right? I'm not going to stop breathing unless my windpipe is full of snot. Then I stop breathing because you can't breathe through snot, right? So I can't sleep on my back. I don't understand how anybody sleeps on their stomach. If you do, you're weird. I can't sleep on my left side, right? Because I have IBS. I don't know why that makes sense. Doesn't make sense to me. For some odd reason, when I sleep on my left side, about 5 minutes, gotta go take a shit. And I could do that all night. Somehow I can shit all night too. I don't fucking understand it, but it fucking works. So I have to sleep on my right side. But my right side was the arm that I fucked up in my repetitive motion injury. So I could really only sleep for a good 4 or 5 hours on that arm, and then all of a sudden I need to wake up and stretch my fucking arm. Yeah. So then once I am asleep, I have these wild, crazy, vivid dreams. I've told some of them before. I don't really like talking about them a lot. Like, when I start having them a lot, like, it's fun at first. I like talking about them as they go on. The only thing I found that can suppress my dreams is weed. But I'm a tow motor driver, so I can't smoke weed. So, every night it's a fun little adventure of what is going to either terrify me or utterly break my fucking soul. They're always bad, they're not fun, they're always scary in one way or another. And everybody always says, yeah, so it's like something grabs you and then you wake up. No. I don't wake up until I'm half eaten. And that's not bullshit. I have reoccurring very vivid dreams too. One of my fucking favorite is, for some odd reason, I decide to take a bike ride through dark, scary woods. I don't know why. I don't. For whatever reason, I find myself in dark, scary woods on a bicycle. So I ride my bike up and down these hills. At some point, a bear starts chasing me. Yeah, bear chases me, the bear eats me. I experience all of it. I know what it feels like. It isn't fun. It's not cool to wake up from that shit. Right? So I kind of like subconsciously fight sleep too, I think. So I got that going for me. And like I said, the weed helps when I can smoke it, because it doesn't really make it to where I don't dream. You dream. Like, for those of you who go, I don't dream. You dream. You just don't remember that shit. Some people just don't dream vividly. Like, you don't remember your dreams. Like, that's a thing. Lots of people don't remember their fucking dreams. Lots of people do remember their fucking dreams. Lots of people have vivid dreams. Lots of people can do lucid dreaming. We'll get into that too, because I'm sure there's somebody out there going, oh, you have wild vivid dreams? You ever tried lucid dreaming? Yeah, we'll get there. But what it does is it makes it to where it dulls my dreams. They're not lucid anymore. I wake up from them and I remember very, very, very faint, fleeting, yeah, I had something go on. And I don't remember what the fuck happened. I know that I had dreams. I just don't know what the fuck they are. I have no clue. That's what the weed does for me. I don't know how that works either. And it doesn't matter the strain, the type, the potency, doesn't matter. If I'm smoking weed, be it shitty Mexican brick dirt weed or high-end kush kush, whatever the fuck it is you assholes that think that shit matters call it these days. Fucking, if it's weed and it gets you high, it will suppress my dreams. I won't remember them. That's awesome. So when I can smoke weed, that's what I do, and I do it to escape the dreams, because the dreams are terrifying. And lucid dreaming. For those of you who went, I've heard a term before. Alright, here's the thing with lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is fine for people whose bodies aren't actually against them. My body is actually actively against me. I'm actually quite good at lucid dreaming. It's how I get out of these things early. It's essentially become my ripcord, right? Oh, fuck, my battery's gonna die. Hold on. I ain't running over there with you. For those of you who are going, oh, I miss the old days when you used to yell and cuss and scream and run over and plug it in. Yeah. I did that shit because it was funny. I haven't edited. I can edit. Like, I can turn the fucking thing off, turn it right the fuck back on, slap them together. It's almost like nothing ever fucking happened. Anyways. Where the fuck? Boy, I'm just dropping bombs today. Where the fuck even was I? Oh, lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is a technique wherein if you have very vivid dreams, you know, the dreams where you feel like you're actually there, if you begin to realize that you are in fact dreaming, you can then mold the dream to your will. And you can actually mentally manipulate, consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can make shit happen, whatever you want to do. All of a sudden you go, oh, I know I'm dreaming, I can fly. Then you can fucking fly, right? Yeah, I don't do that shit. As soon as my dream, because my dreams are horrifying. I don't have normal dreams where I go, oh wait, I can do cool things. No, that doesn't fucking happen. I have horrible, terrible, fucking nasty fucking dreams. And then I figure out, oh shit, I'm in a dream. That's when I wake up. Right? That's how it fucking happens. Most people go, the bear, just as it got me, I woke up. No. As it was starting to gnaw on my face after it had already eaten my balls and my fucking stomach out, that's when I woke up. No. What it is now is, oh shit, I'm on a bike in the scary forest again. Yeah, I know what this is. I wonder how long I've been Awesome, 20 minutes. Like, that's me, right? I hope you all followed with that. I just kind of didn't really exposition on you. It's me realizing I'm in a dream and then waking up from that. So, yeah, I've become amazing at lucid dreaming, actually. It's how I escape. Honestly, I think it's how I'm still this sane after this many years of not being able to smoke weed every fucking day, because I'd rather do that than deal with some of this shit, but nevertheless. Motherfucker gotta eat, right? But, yeah, we're all waiting on legalization, aren't we? Dude, I'm such an advocate of legalizing weed for exactly that reason. I'm selfish with it. Y'all have your reasons. I don't give a fuck. I have my reason. My reason is I don't like dreaming. And I don't want to have to escape from it. And on nights where it's really fucking bad, oh yeah, shit's stress related too. The more stressed out I am, the tougher it is for me to sleep. So, yeah. Like, I have a hall pass for calling off work. Essentially, I have a hall pass for calling off work when I can't sleep. As long as it's not more than twice a month, I can call up and go, I didn't sleep, I'm not coming in. And they go, okay, and I don't get dinged for it. They're going to use my vacation time because that's what they do. But I don't get points for it now. I won't get fired because I can't sleep. I won't get fired because God has cursed me. So, yeah, like, that's pretty awesome. And having it took all of 2 weeks. It took all of 2 weeks for me to wind up having a night where it was kind of sketchy. Where normally I could have probably gotten myself to sleep Thursday night. I honestly think Thursday night I could have gotten myself to sleep. But I started thinking about how everybody looks at everybody at work that has the FMLA excuse. They're always just using it because they don't want to be at work that day. And I'm always like, I don't know, man. I don't think that happens as much as you think. And then I see these motherfuckers doing that shit, like some of the sketchy shit that they do, and I go, this is why people think that people do that shit. And now I'm like, I have the excuse, so I don't want people to think I'm one of those people, because I'm not one of those people. I actually have a problem. But so I got it worked into my head that, like, just all of the thing, you know, and no sleep, 2 days, and then I finally, like, I didn't sleep Thursday night, I didn't sleep Friday night really at all. And then Saturday night, I think I got an hour or two. And then Sunday, I think I got 3, maybe 4. So we're talking about 6 hours of sleep, 4 to 6 hours, somewhere roundabouts over the span of, what, Thursday to Monday? Day 3 is always the best day. Day 3 is when my imaginary cat comes to just fucking run around the room. Oh yeah, I have a familiar hallucination as well. For whenever I hit day 3 and the hallucinations begin, there's a cat that will run from just out of my view. I have never hit day 4. And I honestly, I gotta tell you, for any of you who have insomnia and you have not watched the dramatic fucking realization of the what was it, the Russian experiment keeping the soldiers awake for as long as possible. If you haven't seen that shit or read that story, don't. Don't. It's not how you want to go, man. Like, I'll drug myself long before I'll get to that point. You know, like I've already made that decision. I will, like, yeah, with street drugs if I have to. I'll drug myself if it gets to that point. Like, if I start getting to that point, but yeah, oh, and I finally said, going to lighter subjects, well, that are still tied by the time we get around to it. We're going to come full circle. I said fuck it over the weekend. Like Sunday, I finally was of a frame of mind where I could actually like do things that needed concentration. So I said fuck it, and I beat Final Fantasy X. Now, when I say I beat Final Fantasy X, I killed Yuya. That doesn't really mean shit. He's probably one of the easiest fucking bosses in the game. Like, when it comes down to it, especially at the power level that my characters are at, everything's a one hit. So, I killed Yuya, and I said, fuck it, I don't care about grinding levels anymore. I want to move on to the next game. So, I started playing Final Fantasy X2, and then I was kind of like, I don't really want to play this anymore. And then I saw that they're remaking Final Fantasy VII. So glad I bought myself a PlayStation, because now I can play Final Fantasy VII Remake. That looks like that's going to be badass, because it looks like they're going to redo Final Fantasy VII, but they're going to make it like Final Fantasy 15, where you're just kind of free running around and you fight monsters as you see them. Like, that looks like that's what's happening. So I'm super fucking jazzed for that. I can't wait for that shit. You know what? I have Final Fantasy 15. I want to play Final Fantasy 15. This is what happened Sunday, right? Caught up with me. Like I said, I meander. So I downloaded Final Fantasy 15 again. I own it. It's just digital, so I downloaded it again. And I started playing it, and I forgot, full circle, I had forgot that the name of the capital city for the good guys is Insomnia. And the title of the last mission that you do, or whatever the fuck it is, whatever the fuck it says on my save game, it says, The Cure for Insomnia. And I'm just like sitting there staring at it like, motherfucker. Yeah, so I played some Final Fantasy 15, and then I just finished watching the movie. For those of you who've seen Kingsglaive, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't seen Kingsglaive, I would suggest you watch Kingsglaive. That's a fucking great movie. Whether you're going to play Final Fantasy 15 or not, at the very least, it's a fucking good movie. It's very well written, and it has a very good story. It's really only half of it. Kind of got to play the game. It leads up to the game. It's to make you want to play the game. It kind of makes you want to play the game, I gotta admit. But it's a fucking badass movie. It's like 2 hours long, and the first 10 minutes is great action. It's very cool stuff. And then it's like 50 minutes of dialogue and setup for what's going on. Right? You get to know the characters, you get to kind of know what's going on, they talk about things, and shit's happening, right? Kind of slows down. That's what I'm saying. And then the whole last hour is just action. It's one giant fucking action scene. The whole last hour is one giant fucking action scene. It's a fucking amazing movie. It's anime too. Well, I mean, it's a Final Fantasy movie, so it's as anime as that gets. But it's anime too, so it's fucking badass as all hell. Dudes fucking zipping around. Like, these guys throw a fucking dagger and then teleport to where the dagger is. Like, that's their power. And that's pretty fucking cool. They use that shit to good effect. And then, like, at the end of the movie, like, as they're going, spoiler, as they're going through the city and shit, you see all these giant fucking statues, these giant fucking knights. Giant knight statues are just holding up fucking bridges and shit like that everywhere, you know? And, it's like there's 7 of them or some shit like that, I don't remember. But it's not like there's a bunch, just shit ton of them. There's like 7 of them. 4 or 5, I don't remember. So you get to a point where those, of course, come alive, and they're fucking doing the same goddamn thing. They're taking these giant fucking clubs that are like the size of skyscrapers, these clubs and swords and shit, and they're fucking flinging them out there and then teleporting to them, landing on ships, and they're the size of the fucking ship, and they're just tearing this shit apart. Oh my god, it's so goddamn cool. It's like anime. It's like anime fucking Pacific Rim. You can't fucking miss with it. It's a great fucking movie. So even if you're just a fan of fucking, if you're a chick and you like the whole chick flick thing, pay attention to the first hour. Just forget about the last hour. If you're a dude, you can pay attention to the first hour if you want to. You don't really need to, because fucking giants whipping around giant fucking swords and teleporting to them is fucking sweet. Yeah. Alright, I think I've pretty much run out. How long did I make it? For that asshole that wanted me to bust down in fucking 5 minutes? 12 minutes. I don't remember how long the other part was. Whatever. It's a long video. Fuck all y'all. I don't give a shit. I'm tired. Going to bed. A couple hours.